Hey guys, it's Sean.
And it's Jace.
And we are here in our beautiful Sport Optics studio again. And you asked it, we're answering it. What turret do I need? Do I need a capped? Do I need an uncapped turret? Well, you came into the right place because that's what we're going to be discussing today.
Yeah, it's overall kind of a simple concept, but it comes up all the time, and there are some nuances to understand when selecting between the two. So we are going to give you our honest opinion and help you make that choice.
So getting right into it, we're going to start off with a cap turret. Why would someone want a cap turret over a open, dialable elevation turret? Well, a lot of hunters will prefer a cap turret if they're not going to be shooting too far. So what's great about a cap turret is you just unscrew it right here. You've got your actual turret right here, and it may be numbered, it may not be. This one is as simple as it can get. It's got no numbers on it whatsoever. This is a dial it for your zero. You zero it using your turrets, and then you stick the cap back on, and you never touch it again unless it loses zero for some reason, which it shouldn't if it's a good quality scope, or if you're switching this from one rifle to another, you're going to have to re-zero. So you wouldn't need to dial a cap turret. Say you're shooting maybe, depending on the caliber, of course, 300 yards and in. You know, you may not need something that's going to dial. Maybe just do a 200-yard zero, and if something's a little bit closer, you hold low. If something's a little bit further away, you hold a little bit higher, and you're pretty much good to go. So nice and simple and easy setup if you're doing closer range shooting.
Yeah, and I still like cap turrets on stuff like this, like where it's a hunt scope where I know I'm only going to be shooting, you know, maybe a couple 100 yards max, maybe even a little further. But like Sean said, you can hold an inch one way or the other, and you're going to be perfectly fine. No use in overcomplicating stuff by adding a larger, heavier turret to the top of, you know, what would essentially be a super slimline, lightweight scope. So beyond that, we have the inverse. We have the exposed turret, like what we have on this Viper HD right here from Vortex. And you see this type of turret in a lot of different variations depending on the manufacturer, but they all essentially are going to be the same at the end of the day functionally. You're going to have them in, you know, either mils or MOAs, and then the numbers on the turret will reflect the unit of measurement. And then whether you're using a ballistic calculator or like range finding binoculars or a dope chart, whatever have you, when you range something or you need to dial for distance, say you're zeroed at 200 yards, you want to take a shot at 600 yards, and you know you need to dial like 5 MOA. I'm just throwing numbers out there. You are theoretically on your zero, then you know, hey, I need to dial to 5 MOA. Bam. You were dialed for your distance that you need to take your shot at, and boom, you are now ready to take that shot. As you can see, this turret specifically is a locking turret, so when it is in the locked position, you know, torque it either way, it's not going anywhere. Lift up to unlock, and then it spins freely. A lot of manufacturers are going to have some kind of variation of this, whether it be pull up to unlock or a push button unlock, or then you do have some that are non-locking, which some people prefer. They just know to, you know, have it set to zero before their hunt or before their stage that they're shooting, and it's just a quick turn either way. And also, these type of turrets are also generally going to have some form of a zero stop, zero reset, zero return. Different manufacturers use different terminology, but it's basically once a zero stop function is engaged, if you are dialed to, you know, whatever, and you need to quickly dial back to zero, you are going to be able to just dial quickly. You're going to hit a wall, a hard stop, and bam, you know you're quickly dialed back to your original zero. And what this type of turret is going to be suited best for is any type of long-range application, whether you're hunting out west, or whether you are shooting competitively, whether you're a professional end user using a scope, you know, overseas in conflict or anything like that. These more intelligent, uncapped style dialable turrets are gonna suit your needs for that type of use.
So that pretty much wraps it up, guys. You got your simple and you got your more precise options. So depending on what you're doing, just give us a call and we might be able to make a better decision for you based on what you tell us. So don't forget to like and subscribe. We're always happy to talk to you, and we'll see you next time.
God bless, guys.